Hi, everyone. I thought I'd share an important chapter of my life with you. I first saw my future mother-in-law, Caroline, when I was 22 years old and she was 42. I had come to meet my fiancée, Emma's parents. As soon as I saw Caroline, I was smitten. She was incredibly graceful and exuded a confidence that instantly won me over. Caroline is a stunning woman. Her face, her figure, everything about her left a lasting impression on me. Her magnetic personality was particularly captivating. The energy she radiated was simply irresistible. My mother-in-law made such an impression on me that I began to think about her more and more often. The more I thought about her, the deeper my feelings became. Caroline and I hit it off immediately. She is an educated, well-mannered, modest, and a little shy woman. Very warm-hearted and kind. She always treated me with great kindness. She always wanted to have a son, but ended up having two daughters, the younger of whom is my wife, Emma. Our relationship was warm from day one. After we got married, I started calling her Mom, and she sometimes called me Danny, her son. Every day, my affection for Caroline grew stronger and stronger. I longed to tell her how I felt, but I was afraid of the possible repercussions, family drama, scandal, and everything else. I had no idea how she would take my confession. She'd always held herself with dignity and seemed unapproachable. Yet I sensed that she had a special affection for me, and not just as a son-in-law. There was something in her behavior, look, words and manner of communication with me that attracted me. Only much later did I realize that her subtle and reserved behavior was most likely an attempt to get my attention, to feel beautiful and desirable. For 6 years, she and I had a very strong friendship. During that time, I tried several times to confess my feelings. I even considered getting drunk and spilling everything out. But fear always held me back. It ended up being easier than I could have imagined. My father-in-law, Tom, who worked as an investment banker, was involved in a scandal that landed him in prison for 5 years. He was told he would serve 3, with the possibility of parole. Caroline and Emma, of course, were devastated. I promised Caroline that I would take care of her during this difficult time. One evening, we gathered as a family. It was me, Emma, our young son, and Caroline. We had a great time, enjoying some wonderful food and drinks. As usual, I couldn't help but watch Caroline. Eventually, everyone went to bed, leaving Caroline and I alone at the table. We started talking about Tom and how hard it was for her without him. She talked about how she missed having a man around. And then it dawned on me that this was my chance. I offered Caroline another drink, and she, already a little tipsy, agreed. We drank, and I plucked up the courage to kiss her tenderly. It didn't get much further than a kiss, as Emma and our son were in the next room. However, Caroline and I agreed that I would visit her the next day. The next day, I gathered all my courage and went to Caroline's house. She opened the door, looking surprised, and immediately started talking about how the previous night had been a mistake, clearly worried. At that moment, I confessed everything to her, my feelings for her, and my promise to take care of her while Tom was away. Caroline accepted my words graciously, and within moments, we were in each other's arms. Now we live in harmony. Caroline is always happy to see me, and I try to visit her regularly. Everything is great, and my only regret is that I didn't confess my feelings to her sooner. But perhaps things happened the way they were meant to happen. Who knows what might have happened if Tom hadn't been in prison?